Episode 4, Return of the Forsaken. 15 years had passed, yet the echoes of the past never fully faded. The city of Benin thrived under a golden era of prosperity. Market squares brimmed with traders, the palace gleamed under the midday sun, and the air was thick with the scent of roasted yams and fresh palm wine. Drummers beat their skins with feverish excitement, their rhythms blending with the chorus of flutes and laughter. Today was a day of celebration. Itohan's first daughter was getting married to a prince. The entire kingdom was alive with festivity. In the grand courtyard of Itohan's estate, regal women had just their coral beads, and men in fine agbadas toasted to the couple's happiness. Itohan herself, once a woman buried in sorrow, now stood tall, her skin glowed, her posture radiated authority, and her wealth spoke of a life well rebuilt. Yet, on the outskirts of the city, far removed from the merriment, a different reality unfolded. A frail, haggard figure lay curled against the roots of a baobab tree, shivering as the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of gold. His once strong arms were now mere sticks, his skin stretched over his bones like old leather. His hair, matted with dust, clung to his scalp in wild tangles. His lips, cracked and parched, whispered incoherent words. He did not know his name. He did not know where he had come from. All he knew was hunger, an endless, gnawing void that hollowed him out from the inside. The return. Osato had no recollection of the land of retribution. No memory of the whips that had torn into his flesh. No recollection of the years he had spent in chains, paying for the sins of his past life. All he knew was that one moment, he had been drowning in darkness, and the next, he had awoken on the hard, dusty ground, gasping like a newborn child. The city before him was familiar yet foreign. He could hear the sounds of life, the call of traders, the giggles of children, the clinking of metal against clay pots. But as he staggered toward the gates, his presence drew nothing but disgusted stares. "Madman! Go away," a woman hissed, clutching her basket of yams close to her chest. "See as he be like walking corpse," a trader muttered to his friend. Osato tried to speak, but his throat burned too much to form words. He reached out, hoping for mercy, but hands swatted him away. Somewhere in the depths of his mind, a voice screamed at him. "This place. I know this place." Then, as if guided by an unseen force, his feet led him toward the sound of music, the palace, the place of celebration. The wedding was in full swing when the first whispers began. A beggar stands outside the gates. He looks half dead. Strange. Something about him feels unsettling. Inside the grand hall, Itohan sat in the center, resplendent in her royal garments. Her daughter's eyes gleamed with excitement as the prince slipped a beaded bracelet onto her wrist. A new future was being forged, one built on joy, not sorrow. But then, a servant rushed in, his face pale. "My lady," he whispered, bowing. "There is a man outside, filthy, ragged. He asks for food." Itohan barely paid attention. "Give him something and send him away. Today is not a day for distractions." The servant hesitated. "There is something strange about him. I think you should see for yourself." The moment of truth. With a sigh, Itohan rose. She moved through the palace gates with the poise of a queen, her attendants flanking her. The wedding crowd parted as she walked, whispers trailing her steps. When she reached the courtyard, her gaze fell upon the beggar. Her breath caught in her throat. Her feet froze. Her hands trembled. For there, on the ground before her, was Osato. The man who had once loomed over her, a tyrant in his own home, now sat hunched and pitiful. The arrogance that had once filled his eyes was gone. His once mighty shoulders sagged with defeat. His lips trembled as if forming a language he no longer understood. But the worst part, he did not recognize her. Itohan stepped forward, her heart pounding. "Osato," she whispered. He looked up, blinking rapidly. The name meant nothing to him. Her eyes filled with tears, not of love, not of longing, but of something deeper. Justice. Pity. Confusion. She did not know. Before she could say more, the palace guards stepped in. "This man is not fit to be here," one of them said. "Shall we remove him?" She did not answer immediately. She stared into his eyes, searching for something. Had the gods truly stripped him of everything? Even his own past? And then, a chilling thought struck her. Was this punishment enough? Or had the gods left the choice in her hands? She turned sharply. "Take him away," she said, her voice steady. "Do not let him disrupt this day." As the guards dragged him off, Osato did not fight. He did not beg. He did not scream. But in the depths of his soul, something stirred. A faint whisper. A ghost of a memory. A woman's voice, filled with sorrow. The weight of something he could not quite grasp. As the celebration continued inside, Itohan remained at the gates, staring into the distance long after he had been taken away. Her heart was at war. Had she done the right thing? Or had she just sent away the one person she was meant to forgive? Watch out for the answer to this in the next episode. Thanks for watching.